Considerable damage. That light's got to go. Well, darn if I didn't have quite a shock this morning. I'll tell you. My name's Kevin. I'm an OTR driver for CRETE, and this is the joy of trucking. And once again, I'm here to tell you a story, so hit that subscribe button and sit back for a minute. Now, 3:20 a.m. I'm at a Love's. I've been fast asleep all night. I'm over in Louisiana. All of a sudden, the truck gave a big shake as though there was an earthquake or something. I jumped straight out of bed. I can't remember what I said, but I'm sure it wasn't very nice. And sure enough, I look out the window and there's a trailer kind of angled in front of me, and I thought, I've been hit in the middle of the night in a truck stop. Somebody has struck me. And as I'm pulling my pants on, there's a fella at the window with a cowboy hat on who says, I'm just going to park my truck and then I'll be right back to talk to you. I'm real sorry to wake you up like this. By the time I got outside, he was parked and standing next to me. Appeared that he had been trying to pull into a spot next to me at the truck stop, and his trailer near the end had hit my corner here, the front of the tractor on the driver's side. We exchanged insurance and ownership and CDL numbers and all that sort of thing. We were doing a bit of yelling, but it was all in good fun because apparently he was a little hard of hearing. He kept poking his ear at me. Anyway, I got on the phone with the accident department at CRETE, and they told me what to get and if I could take pictures, and they made up a report number, gave me the report number, then transferred me over to maintenance so I could see about getting things fixed. Meanwhile, I gotten all the information from the other driver, and I didn't see any point in calling the police or anything. The damage was to my headlight up there, and the fender, the body panel next to the headlight, was pretty smashed. I'll show you in a minute. Basically, we were done everything we had to do within 40 minutes, and then I was on the phone for another half an hour or so with the company. And I took pictures with my phone and with the company tablet, and there's a form message on the company tablet where you can fill it out with the particulars. Mostly they want to know if anybody was injured or fatally hurt or anything like that, if it was necessary to call the police. And from then on, it's sending them information over the phone and telling them, the other driver's company, insurance, CDL, and then the maintenance department was going to call to a dealer up the road to see if he had the part, and I could take off at my leisure and pull into that dealership, and they would replace that headlight. As far as the body work, well, that's something that we're going to have to take care of the next time I'm at my home terminal, where I can make arrangements to have it fixed at a body shop while I'm on my home time. And needless to say, I looked at the dealership they were talking about. It wasn't going to be open until 7:30, so now it's 4:30 in the morning. And wouldn't you know it, my alarm went off. It was time to get up anyway, so I was going to get a pretty early start, but I couldn't really leave as early as I wanted to because that would have had me sitting at the dealership an hour early. So I amused myself for a while and then took off at the appropriate time, got to the dealership after a Monday morning Keystone Cops routine with their computers, which had just gone through an upgrade to a new system and nobody could get them to work. After an hour of humming and hawing, they told me that they didn't have the part. They had the right side headlight, but not the driver's side headlight. And so I said, have a good day, and got back in my truck and called the company back. As it happens, I'm under load. I'll be delivering just south of Atlanta tomorrow morning, and they suggested that I might go to the Marietta terminal and get the headlight replaced there. So I asked them if they could call and find out if they had the part. A few hours later, I called back, and they told me to just call the terminal. They said, we will look forward to doing so, but they didn't confirm that they had the part. So I called myself just now, and they do have the part, and if I get there early tomorrow, they'll bring me in right away and replace the headlight, and then I can get on to my next load, which is a live load just a little after noon in the vicinity of Atlanta, which is great. If all works out well, that's the last load I'm picking up before I go meet my wife on the beach in North Carolina. Let's cross our fingers and hope that everything goes according to plan. Otherwise, it's not really much of an interruption in my schedule. Fingers crossed. Let's see. Now let me show you the damage. Ooh, look at that. Considerable damage. That light's got to go. piece is missing, but it does still work. It is functional. I tested it in the presence of the other driver, and I was able to drive with it. So you can see the fiberglass here is badly mauled, but we should be able to pop this light out, put another one in, and I'll be completely legal and functional. The body work, that's another question. And the other thing is this fender mirror was turned in, I guess by the impact. I just swung it back out and it popped back into place. So there you go. Luckily, no one was injured. Nobody was hurt. The damage is only to a very small area, and it does not prevent me from driving the truck or delivering my load. Well, there it is in a nutshell. Stand by for an update in a little while. See the busted, cracked up fiberglass fender panel here. Took a hit from the side of the trailer, way at the back too, I think by the tire, because I can see a tire mark here, and I can see that this has been pushed over. So the whole bumper section is bent a little bit. It's not touching the tire or anything though, so we're good to go. And here's the brand new headlight. So the same day, I pulled into the Marietta terminal about 6 o'clock at night, checked in with the guys in the service shop, and at 7 o'clock they called me up, and I went in there and they replaced that headlight quicker than I could run upstairs and take a shower. When I come back down, the truck was already pulled out, had a brand new headlight, so they replaced that. The body work is another question, of course. The scratch and dent and all that sort of thing, that's gonna have to be done at a body shop at a later date. Maybe when I get to my home terminal and I'm there a few days, I'll give them the truck and let them do that. But we'll arrange that later. The point is, I got my headlight, I'm good to go. Quick as a flash. Well, that's the story of my middle of the night collision at the Love's truck stop. So I'm sure you got a story to tell me too. So give me a thumbs up and put your comments down below and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you down the road. Bye-bye.